what will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
He'll throw underneath for Gurley. Out of downs.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the needs to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that one
going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
There we go, G. That's the way to hit.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. Spins by, and some room to maneuver. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one good for 12 yards. And it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Goff. Flushed out right. Open man right side is Cup complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A Ram first down as Goff finds Cup.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They go play action here on first down. Now he'll escape to his right. His throw incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with two straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again. Goff. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete.
Or he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Blue 30. Like I said.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
After the interception, here's Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Flush to his right. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
From the red zone now, Goff dumps it off to Gurley. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Goff. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a first down.
Here we go, girl. Here we go. Hey, 5.
Throwing again is Goff. Escaping the pressure. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Jonathan Allen in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap for Goff. Buying time to his left. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
4th down, ball's at the 1-yard line. Do you go for it, or do you go ahead and kick a field goal? I think because you're going to end up giving a long field even if you don't score, I put my trust in my defense. I go for it and try and get the points.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
2 for 60.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. It's the fullback, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Back live now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Double.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down.
We got that. Blue 30. Black, what's that? Squirrel!
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
8.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Set. 230. Twice set. AB.
On third down, Roethlisberger. And incomplete here on third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Gurley again here on first down. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Daron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Rams on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Value 3.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Jack 16.
They start on the ground with Geis. And an alley to run. It's a foot race. 10. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, look at that. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Out of the gun. Goff. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Ryan Kerrigan in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. And he gets this away. And look at this. This is a good one. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. There to make the tackle, Samson Ebukam.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
A first carry now for Kofani Muhammad. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Set. Black 20.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Jordan Reed has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 1:57 to go in this first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. On first down, this is Geis. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And they can't bring him down. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll hand it down to Geis, and he'll be taken down at the 34. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On the handoff, it's Geis, and he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
4 down, 4 down. Side! White 80. White side.
Roethlisberger will throw. Dumps it off for Geis. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And Hopkins' kick is as we head toward halftime. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Goff on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there. That'll bring up second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Goff again. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. The Rams on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. The final shot before break here. Goff. Being chased out left. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. Touchdown, Washington! His second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are going to take the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Goff. Got a man over the middle. It's Woods. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Goff. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Again, Goff. It's caught left side by Cooks. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. To the air again. Goff. Toward the sideline. He will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Goff throwing again. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Goff. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Goff. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Super one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The throw on second down is gone. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett, and it's 3rd and short.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They go play action here on 1st down. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Black 80. Boy, son. Kings.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. He's going to fire one deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 39 that time. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Geis. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Focus. Snickers, you got to spin.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Redskins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll try and get it with Geis. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd-and-1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Here we go. Set. 180. Snickers, you got to spin. Black, what's that?
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Black 80.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. Darius Geis with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the Rams getting set to go now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
A shotgun snap for gone. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Wide open receiver complete. And that one results in 35 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know he's setting up to throw the football, but sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. Gone. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again is gone. And this one is incomplete. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. He'll have the win at his back here in the fourth quarter. And Zerline's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a run with Geis. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here's Muhammad. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Rams offense, they worked their way back on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Good move by Gurley. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Flushed out right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. They got a man. It's Woods. And he's taken down inside the 30. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The tackle there by Fabian Moreau.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here we go.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And a short gain here down to the 22. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Three down. Set. Black 20.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Set. Black 30.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Geis. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. Three down. Hey, set! Black 80. Black, what's that? Black 82.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Set! 180. Black, what's that?
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Go, 12, go.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 18 yards there and a 1st down.
Tiger.
He's back to throw. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. And two big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
Forced out to his left, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
Roethlisberger dropping to a knee, and that ought to do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Washington, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for L.A., they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.